Ohio, what's up, gang? Hi, Lady Ronin. What's up? Oh, good Gibby. Good Gibby. I'm logging in the narc really fast and claim my daily rewards. Focus on your stream and let YouTube insert ads for you. Dismiss. I thought I had it set to that anyway. Hold on. I have it set to just like... Oh, I don't actually. Oh. Oops. There we go. You're so right, YouTube. You're so right. Izzy, what the heck? Thanks for 20 gifted memberships. What the frick? Hello? Can I get some love and chat for the 20 gifted? How you frickin' doing with the 20? What the hell? That's too kind of you. Thank you for 20 gifted. Holy guacamole. Holy guacamole on a stick. That's crazy. What the skibbity? What the heliante? Yeah, W gifted. Sheesh. Thank you, friend. I appreciate the 20 gifted so much. You the goat. Thank you, thank you. Holy cow. 20 gifts. Sorry. My model's frozen because Kitty was sitting in front of the phone. Oh, I squish. Oh, get squished. Ah. You just plopped down right in front of the phone camera. Lost tracking. You silly kibby. Sit on the keyboard though. Yeah, W gifted. Huge W gifted. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Free Ohio gang. I just took over stream for a second, yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the animal face tracking is quite technology is quite there yet. It doesn't seem to recognize her face to track it. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Maybe one day we'll get there. Maybe one day we'll have a mascot VTuber model who is actually piloted by an animal. It'd be kind of cool. That would be kind of sick, actually. Yoki. I'm just claiming my Naraka, however you pronounce it. I always say Naraka, but I think other people say Naraka. But I always thought it was kind of like more I always read it in my head as like the cadence for like pronouncing Japanese words, I guess. I don't know. Like naraka, you know what I mean? But maybe I'm wrong for that. I don't know. I don't know. You bought any Strixhaven packs? Not yet. So, well, actually, yes. So we're going to be playing Strixhaven today. I just did the sealed. I did one sealed event. That's all I've done of the set so far. Was I did the sealed thing, and I won like 3 matches and lost 3, so I went like 3 for 3. Not a great run, but you know, not bad for not even actually reading all of the cards. Yeah, this is the math set. This is the freaking math set, bro. Dude, like, because it's like school themed. It's like college themed or whatever. Where's this? There's like one card here where that like broke my brain. Where is it? Oh yeah, this one I remember telling you guys about. There's a different one though. Was it a blue card? Maybe it was a blue card actually. Nike B. What are you doing? Oh yeah, this one. Freaking target player draws 2. Was that like to the X power cards? Luckily, they give you the cheat sheet at the bottom. But like I saw this card at first and I blacked out. I was like, what? And then I realized like this is just giving you the answer. So like 2, if it's 0, if X equals 0, then it's 1 card. If it's 1, it equals 2. If it's 2, equals 4. If it's 3, it's 8. Quick. Yeah, 2 plus 2, that's 4 minus 1, that's 3. Quick maths. But yeah, I haven't even read all the cards from the set yet, so I literally just I just entered the sealed thing just for fun. And just like played some matches. The power level of the set seems insanely high. Coming from like coming off the back of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set, which I drafted a lot, this is like way harder. Like the power level of the set is just significantly higher. I can already tell. But yeah. Also, we're in diamond rank, so we're low key and we're diamond tier 2, so there's 4 tiers per rank. So we're halfway through diamond rank. We might, I don't know how many days we have left, like less than a week I think for the season. Oh, it ends in 5 days. So would be cool to hit mythic, which is the highest rank, before that ends in 5 days. But I don't know if that's going to be possible because this new set, I'm probably going to lose some rank at first until I get a handle of the set, but oh well. How's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set? I've been seeing a lot of it lately. I personally liked it. I had fun with it. A lot of people didn't like it. I think a lot of people just don't like the collab sets that much, aside from Final Fantasy. It was a smaller set, I believe, and it was like in terms of like depth, I would say there wasn't like a ton of depth to it, so I can understand why people like the replay. I would say the replayability of it in limited, which is modes like draft and sealed and stuff, was well limited. Like there was like limited replayability to the set, because it wasn't a very big set and it wasn't like super complicated. So if you drafted it a few times, it's kind of like you drafted it a bunch of times, if you know what I mean. So it was actually really hard to get queues for it if you were doing the one where you're drafting with 7 other players, like a pot of 8, because no one was queuing for it. It would take me like several minutes to matchmake for a draft pod. So I was just doing the quick drafts where you just draft with bots and then just spamming those, which is also like the better method for trying to rank up anyway, because you can just get more games in that way. But I liked it personally, but I also only played it as much as I did because I just started spamming matches to try to climb the rank ladder. And I probably wouldn't have played it as much had I not been trying to climb rank, if that makes sense. But yeah. So the plan for today is to check out the newest set. I haven't read all the cards yet, which, you know, would be a good idea, but my brain, I just don't have the attention span for it, honestly. I think people liked it a little bit more. Yeah, people definitely liked it more than the Spider-Man set. I think the Spider-Man set was not super well received, unfortunately. Probably for similar reasons, like a small set without a ton of like depth to the mechanics. I think is my assumption. I didn't play the Spider-Man set at all. I haven't even honestly, I haven't even looked at any of the cards for that one. Not like huge in the Spider-Man. I'm not huge in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles either, but like, but yeah. I don't even think Spider-Man was actually on MTG Arena, actually. Was it on Arena? I don't even think it was on Arena. I could be wrong about that. Did they add it to Arena? It might not have been. Okay, Airbender, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Final Fantasy. Yeah, I don't even think they would be like around here, I think. Yeah, I don't even think it was playable on Arena, so that's another reason why I didn't play it, I guess. They didn't even have it, I don't think. Unless it's like down here. No, I don't see it. Yeah, I don't even see it. Yeah. Yep. I liked the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one. It was fun. I thought it was pretty fun. But today we will be playing Strixhaven Limited. Actually, I got some packs from my event that I finished, so we can take a look at some of these cards. Let's see. Dino's Guidance. Search your library for a creature card. Reveal it. Put it in your hand or graveyard. Then shuffle. Pretty good. That's an instant. Wow. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Genmates Arthropod. Whenever you cast a spell with X in mana cost, look at the top X cards of your library. Put one in your hand. The rest in the bottom of your library. That's pretty good. Magma Blood Archaic. Trample, Reach, Converge. Enters with a +1/+1 counter for each mana spent or color mana spent to cast it. When you cast an extra sorcery, creatures you control get +1/+0 until turn for each mana color mana. Okay, interesting. And then Great Hall of the Biblioplex. So you pay 1 life, add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana, only cast an instant sorcery. If this land is a creature, it becomes a 2/4 wizard. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery, blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. So it's a man land. Okay, 2/2 spirit token, burst lightning. This is a reprint. Cool. 1 mana, 3 damage is crazy. That's good. Creature is prepared. Target player gains X life. Not bad. For target creature power 3 or greater. Sure. Stock up is good. That's another reprint. Essence Scholar. Dude, there's so much text. New sets are always overwhelming. It's just like kind of hard to know what's going on until you play a few reps. Stun counter on it. Target creature gets trample. Reach, haste, 4/5. Tone Blast deals 2 damage to any target. Flashback. Life Blink. Gain 2 life. Activate when you cast an sorcery spell. Each opponent discards a card. Hexproof. Whenever this creature enters or attacks, you may draw a card if you discard a card. Pretty good. Oh, 4/4 for 4 in red blue. Interesting. This looks cool. Dude, the art looks crazy. Create 2 burbs. Okay. Or, well, elementals. Reach increments. Okay. Interessante. Well, I'm just diving in. We'll probably end up like not doing well the first draft or two, but whatever. But however, common, my food actually just arrived, so I'm gonna grab that and we're gonna munch while we draft. So be right back. Give me just a few minutes and we'll get set up and rip some packs really fast, and I'll explain like how the format works for people who are not familiar with Magic before we dive in. Yeah, I'll be learning these cards alongside you guys on the fly. All right, be right back. I'm back. I got a quesadilla. Oh, that is leaking. Okay, cool. I was like, why is the bag wet? Sour cream is leaking, that's why. Oh, nar. Oh, it's fine. Whatever. Can we have a bite, please? Alright, so, if you guys don't know how draft works in Magic the Gathering, let me explain to you guys really quickly. Whoever cut this quesadilla did not do a good job. How did they manage to cut it down the middle, but it's literally still attached on either end? They literally just split the middle, but, like, didn't cut through either side completely. That's crazy. I feel like I couldn't do that if I tried. Huh. I had a spoon. Where did I put it? Am I crazy? I had a spoon. Oh. Over here somewhere. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know how it's possible. I don't know how they did that. It just, like, didn't go end to end. Anyway. My friends, we shall be drafting the newest set, which just came out the other day. I'm not entirely sure, like, how recently. I think it was, like, a few days ago. So we're kind of a little bit late to the game, which is going to be rough because other people are going to be more familiar with it, especially in Diamond rank. So I'm not expecting to do great, but we'll still give it our best shot. Should still be fun. Okay, so for draft, you pick one card at a time from rotating draft packs. The cards will be added to your collection, and you'll use them plus basic lands to build a 40-card deck. Basically, we're going to be first seeded in an 8-player pod. Means it's going to be myself and 7 other players. We make an 8-player pod. Everybody starts with a pack of cards. You open the pack of cards. You take one card from that pack, and you pass the rest to the person sitting next to you. You go in a circle, basically. And because you're going in a circle, the person that you're also sitting next to on the other side of you, you know, does the same thing, and you receive the pack of cards after they've taken one of the cards out and kept it for themselves. And then the rest that they don't want gets passed to you. And you look at that, and you go, okay, I'm going to take this card, and then get rid of the rest and send them to the guy next to me. And that cycle just continues in a circle until all the cards are taken. And then we do it 2 more times after that. So we do it a total 3 times. So we open, each person, you know, is going to open, we're going to do that 3 rounds of that, basically. Any questions, class? Since this is a school-themed set, get it? And basically, we're looking to, ideally, build sort of a, try to stick to 2 colors or 3 colors. There's 5 colors of Magic. Red, white, black, blue, green. And you can kind of see they have the different, quote-unquote, schools. There's different color pairings for this set that are themed. So you have like white, black, blue, red, green, black, red, white, green, blue. And they all have their own different sort of like themes and strategies. Yeah, completely random cards. It's just RNG, whatever you open in your pack. So it's RNG, it's random, whatever you open in your pack. But basically, because you're picking one card from every pack, you're looking to craft a certain strategy. You're trying to build a deck. So every time you get past a new pack of cards, you're looking for cards that are in the color pairing that you're trying to build. So let's say I'm trying to build black and white. So like I'm looking for cards that are either black or white or black and white. There are some that are multicolor. And I'd be ignoring like any other color. Like I'd be ignoring blue cards, I'd be ignoring red cards, I'd be ignoring green cards. Is the idea. Other people at the table will be doing the same thing. They will have certain colors that they're looking for, and you don't know what other people are trying to build. If you guys are familiar with like teamfight tactics, like TFT is kind of somewhat similar. Like TFT, I think you start with like 8 players as well or something, and there's the store in TFT, right, for League of Legends TFT. And there are certain like builds, right, that people are trying to assemble, and so they're looking through the shop and they're looking for specific characters to complete a strategy, but everybody is sharing like the same pool of characters. So if someone is taking the same characters for the same strategy, it might make it harder for you to build that same strategy because you're competing with someone else for the same characters. Drafting in Magic is very much the same, where because you're all sharing the pool of cards that are just rotating around the table, part of the challenge of drafting and part of the skill of drafting is identifying. You don't know what other people are doing. You just have to intuit what other people are doing based on the availability of cards that you're seeing. So let's say one really clear indicator sometimes is like, let's say again, I'm trying to build a white-black deck, but all of a sudden there's just like no white-black cards getting passed around. It means that somebody at the table is taking all of them. So I'm being contested for that color. And let's say like there's a ton of green showing up, like green cards. That would tell me, you know, other people aren't prioritizing like a green deck as much. So I might need to pivot and to start like taking the green cards so I have something. And I have to change up my strategy. So you have to like read signals or signs is what we call them. Because you can't tell other people, hey, I'm playing black-white. Nobody take any black-white cards or else you'll be contesting me. You know, we're going to have to fight over it. Like, you can't do that. Like, it's all, nobody knows what anyone else is doing. So part of the skill is sort of reading the signals. And yeah. Anyway. Can you get cards from opponents you defeated? Nope. Nope. There's 2 phases. So there's the draft phase, which is what we're going to do right now, where you all go through that process of like picking a card from the pack, and then you will build your own 40 card deck from that. And then you take that deck that you've built and then you play through a bunch of rounds, as many rounds as you can win. But if you defeat an opponent, they just get handed a match loss. And you can only lose 3 times in this mode, in this specific one, before you're just out of the event. And there's like a track at the bottom here that's showing like, my model's in the way, but so like, can you see my mouse cursor on screen? Oh, you can't. Can I show my mouse cursor? Just capture cursor. Am I crazy? Oh, there's my mouse cursor. Okay. I'm just blind. So in the bottom right here, there's these 3 diamonds. These represent the match losses. So once I have 3 match losses, I'm out of the event. I can win a maximum of 7 times, and if I do, I get the maximum prize. You know, I get the max win. So ideally, in an ideal world, we get 7 wins before we accumulate 3 losses, right? That's the ideal. And so like your rewards scale as you get more wins, basically. So you don't like get to steal cards from opponents you defeat. You just simply have earned a better prize, right? And you handed your opponent a match loss, which will go towards their 3 losses that they can accumulate. But yeah. So that's the way it works here on the online client. It's different when you play in real life, but you don't have to worry about that. Specifically for what we're doing here, this is just how it works. Gotta have a plan, yep. I haven't played Magic in years. Is blue deck still a thing? Blue deck is still a thing, and everybody hates blue. And I'm a blue enjoyer, so. But that's it. That's the overview of the process of what we're about to dive into. So let's just get started. And again, I don't know all the cards in this set. So, oh, also you have a limited time to make your pick. I think when you start out, you get 60 seconds to make your first pick, and then that time diminishes with each subsequent pick. So I'm going to be speed reading, so I might not have time to explain everything. But basically, what you just want to keep in mind when you're watching this part is I will be looking for to move into one of these color pairings. White, black, blue, red, black, green, red, white, or blue, green, blue. So I'm going to start out by picking basically my first pick. The very first card I take is going to likely be the most powerful because, you know, when everyone opens their own pack of cards, they usually take the most powerful card right away because you just have free pick over all of them. When you get the next pack of cards that your opponent has passed to you, that's like the leftovers, right? That's the rest of the cards that they decided they don't want. And the power level with each pack that gets passed to you will go down. So likely what usually happens is you open your first pack, you take the most powerful card, and you go, cool. Let's say I open a white-black card. That's really good. And I go, man, ideally, in an ideal world, I would like to keep taking cards that fit this color pairing or this strategy. So I would love to find more in the next pack. I would love to grab like a black or a white card or a black-white card and so on in every pack after. But what may happen is, so like usually the first pick will be like a certain color, and then the next pick will probably be a color that matches that, and then the third pick maybe even also the same thing. But by like the fourth, fifth, sixth pick, I might start noticing that like powerful cards in that color are not showing up, which means that someone sitting next to me is trying to do the same thing. So I might have to pivot and look to switch to a different color. So that's just something to keep in mind. But I don't know if that's going to happen because, again, I don't know all the cards in the set, so that makes it kind of hard. When I don't know the whole set, it's not easy to identify what are the most powerful spells or not. When you know a set, you can be like, oh, hey, this is a really good card. It's crazy that someone passed this, so this color is clearly open because someone would have taken this if they were in, like, red, for example. You know, there's certain signs that you can pick up on. But I don't know what is good, so yeah, somebody might start taking cards of the same color. Exactly. So anyway, there's a lot of like strategy involved and a lot of like having to interpret the signs. And that's all part of the skill of drafting, which makes it fun. You got to use your brain, your forehead. So you can see here, this is we've found a table. So this is a pod of 8 players, including myself. So once this last person readies up, we'll get our packs and start going. Okay. All right, here's my first pack. I got dual land. Not ideal. Destroy target creature planeswalker, so it's a kill spell. Very good. Destroy target creature. Also good. -4/-4 no unturn if you gain life. 6 damage to target creature, deals 2 damage to each creature you don't control. Okay, so a bunch of flexibility, but it's expensive. Okay, so we have a good black spell. Removal, this is called a removal spell because it just kills something. I'm not even looking at the other cards because these are the commons, so these are lower power. I'm just looking at this top row right now. This would be a good take. This would be also okay, but they both do the same thing. Normally I would take this card because it's very good, and removal is always good to have. But I'm actually just going to take this colorless card because it leaves me open, because I'm not committing to any color. You can kind of see that in the top right, it's just a gray circle. And I'm going to end up, if I took the black removal spell, I would be passing another black removal spell with it, which might signal to the guy sitting next to me that black is, you know, maybe available. They might see that black spell and go, ooh, I want to move into that color. That being said, I forget what school Converge belongs to. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token artifact of their choice. Oh, this is so hard when I don't know the cards. I have to read them. You can see this timer right here ticking down. It's like how amount of time. Dude, Zombify, reanimates effects are always very good. Man, Last Gasp is also an option. Yeah, I'm just gonna take that card for now. All right, fix what's broken. As digital cost to cast a spell, pays X life. Return each artifact and creature card mana value X from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, so another reanimate spell could be good. Creatures you control +1/+1 counters on them have trample. Create a 0/0 green. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Life for a base land card, sure. Silver Quill Charm. Reanimates to any target. Tap with one target creature. Man, this is tough. I'm seeing a lot of black-green. So this is pretty powerful. This might be indicate that white-black is available, especially because there's 2 white-black cards in here. So it's possible that white-black is open. There's also some pretty decent-looking green cards as well. And this red-blue card is also pretty decent. So, oh, this is tough. I already have a black card, so I'm just going to take the other black-white card and hope that that is a sign that that color pairing is open. Return target non-land permanent cards mana value 3, so it'll be an instant if you look. Okay. Target player discards 2 cards, put up to 1 land discarded this way on the battlefield, tap to control. Okay, so if your opponent discards a land, you get a free land. Interesting. Oh man. Oh man, chat, we're cooked. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I really don't know. I really don't know. For some reason I thought this was less expensive than it was. That's awkward. I thought it was 2 mana, not. Man. I'm seeing a lot of good green-black cards. I think green-black is open. What is this? This is a good card. I'm gonna take this one. Yeah. Alright, so right now, we obviously have 2 white cards and a white-black card and 1 black card. So, and there's also a world in which we play 3 colors. We can play white, black, and green. That is also an option. Man, this is tough. This is tough when you don't know the cards. Little Death Touch Frog. Oh no, it's a Salamander, my bad. Zoinks. I'm gonna grab the Salamander for now. Look at twice X cards from the top of your library. Put X among them in your hand. The rest in your graveyard, you lose X life. Okay. White, black, white, or white, red. Blue, blue. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness me. These are both seemingly decent blue cards. I'm surprised they're in here. I'm gonna grab. I'm just gonna take the land. Okay, increment. Sacrifice permanent. If you do draw 2 cards, you gain 5 life. Destroy target non-permanent villain. Sacrifice the land. Okay. So this is a really late green-black card. I'm going to, but see, sometimes you can be like, oh, that's a sign that that color pairing is open, but like also it might just be a really bad card in the set. Like the power level might be bad, so like no one's taking it because it's like it's not even worth it. That's the problem. It's like I don't know how to interpret. Like this seems like a really good red card. I'm surprised it's here. Man, tough. This is tough. This is tough. I'm just gonna take this card. Okay, so really quick, you can see the draft table, and you can see I've got all the cards because I'm taking a long time to decide, so I'm holding up the whole table. Lol. I'm gonna take the burb. So we've kind of pivoted at this point. So we started off white-black, and I'm pretty sure at this point we are abandoning that. And I mean, I like this. Looks like a good card. I'm surprised it's here this late. We're kind of pivoting to probably a blue-green or blue-black-green or something. Yeah, see, we kind of got a bunch of those colors at the end there as we started to pivot away from picking black and white cards. So look at this turtle. Dude, he looks like the turtle from Kung Fu Panda. When this creature dies, if I had one or more counters on, create a token that puts counter. Okay, that's pretty good. It's in our colors. When you're casting a story, draw a card. Yeah. Yeah. Master Oogway, that's right. I couldn't remember his name. Thank you. Yeah, we're just gonna take Master Oogway here. Legally distinct Master Oogway. What's this guy? Dude, this art is so cool. Dude, the blue-red color pairings have such cool art. Search for library for an instant sorcery. Create treasure token. Activate link. Ah, dude, sick. Creatures you control get +2/+2 in game menace whenever. That's like a game-winning card. Man. Yeah, I think we're blue-black or I mean green-black or green-blue or all 3 of those colors, I think, at this point. Oh, dude, it's removal spell. But this is kind of like a you just win the game if you have a lot of creatures. I'm gonna take this one. Let's see. It becomes prepared. Target creature against flying until end of turn. Oh, that's cheeky. Giant Growth reprints. Good card. Draw 2 cards like that. Draw 3 cards. You may put a land card from your hand on the battlefield. Tap. That's pretty good, but not what I'm looking to spend my 3rd pick on yet. Would like to get that one back though. Could take. I think because we're thinking of playing 3 colors, I might just take the land here, even though this card seems really good. But if I'm thinking of playing 3 colors, which I think I am going to play 3 colors, I need the ability to cast those spells. So as good as this card is, I'm just going to take the lands that creates black and green so that I can play my spells. Wow, what is this? Once during each of your turns, you may cast an instant spell from your hand without paying its mana cost. That's crazy. Okay, cool. But I am unfortunately not in red and blue. A lot of red blue in here. So what this says to me is the people sitting to my left are probably not playing red and blue. That's a pretty safe bet. Because we're seeing a lot of red and blue, which is kind of good for us because it means that we should hopefully be getting blue cards in that case. I'm tempted to even just take this. Maybe we play blue, like we play teamer, like blue, red, green, but I'm just going to take the solid blue card for now. Yeah, red seems open. Yeah. So what this unfortunately means is that so you can see the arrows. So now we were passing clockwise before. Now we're passing counterclockwise. So what this means is that the people sitting to my left are not playing blue, red, green. And I'm not seeing a lot of green coming this way, which means that someone to my left is playing green and taking green cards. And clearly no one is playing red because there's just red out the wazoo right now. Holy cow. Yeah, I mean... Maybe I should have been taking some of the red-blue cards because the signal was there that it's just wide open, this pack. Hard to say. But it's not like we're getting bad blue cards right now, even if we're not getting good green cards. And then hopefully what this means is that the next pack... I mean, yeah, there's just like no good green cards. This is like meh. Tons of red cards for free. Holy cow. Like, okay, I mean, that's okay. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna take the big flyer. It's a mana sink for late game. Yeah. All right, so hopefully what this means is that the next pack we get stuff we want. Because what should have happened is because of... What? How did that go all the way around the table? No one took the legendary 5/7 that lets you cast things for free? I mean, I'll take it. So, in theory, now we're going back the other way, right? So we went this way, then we went this way, now we're going back this way. People sitting to my right that are passing cards to me now, somebody at this table had to have been like, okay, red-blue is really open, let's move into that. So hopefully that means I might not see a lot of blue cards this go around, but hopefully it means I at least get some green cards. I really do not have a cohesive strategy right now, though, unfortunately. Because I don't know the cards in the sets. Oh, I don't have a planeswalker. What the fuck? Okay. Gain 3 life, draw a card, lose 1 life, destroy target creature. I mean, yeah, we're just okay. Yeah, cool. We're taking that. Destroy target creature. That'd be a good card. I mean, we're just taking the planeswalker. Return to 1 target online permanent to its owner's hand. Search life for a base color card. That's good. Would like to see that one come back around. I love this artwork. Why is this frog just like have a frog cannon? I mean, yeah, we're just gonna take the planeswalker. I'll explain what these are after, but just know that's like typically insanely powerful. So now we're definitely playing blue or black green. We're probably playing black, green, and blue at this point, because of that. Draw a card and gain a life. Yeah, I like the sound of that. I wouldn't mind this giraffe. If that giraffe comes back. What's this? Oh. We got a crab. Crab. I only have 1 card with X in its cost at the moment, but... Ooh, another sloth wouldn't be terrible. Sloth. I'm gonna take the sloth. And I think that blue-green card might come all the way around if I'm lucky. If we're lucky. Does this guy gain any life? You do. Okay, so he synergizes with this nerd, so I'm gonna grab that guy. Yeah, see, we're getting a lot of green now. So as I predicted, this is good. This is good. Another sloth. I would like the sloth, but we don't have any removal, so I'm gonna have to take this removal spell. Oh, I would like that guy, but I already have one of those. Alright, so removal spell. Good. Ooh, storm. Brain freeze. Just mill your opponent to death. Nice. Fire. I already have a bunch of 4-drops. I'm going to take the 6-drop, because I have a bunch of 4-cost cards already. Little top end. I don't think I'm playing that guy. Ooh, dual land. Huge. Put a +1/+, X+1 surveil. I think I just need the land. I just need the land. Oh, and it's a rare land too. Nice. Okay. Whenever teach you. Okay, sure. I don't know if I'm playing that. It's fine. Have you done pre-release? I've just done one sealed before the stream. That's all I've done. And I haven't even seen all the cards yet. Okay, cool. Another removal spell. I would like this owl, but tis what it is. I just need things that kill things, spells that kill things. I think I have 2 of these already. Yeah, I don't want that. I just don't want anybody to have that guy. We'll just hate draft that, it's called. Taking the card so no one else can have it. Let's hate draft that. A lot of red still. Man, is red not good in this set? What do we get here? Snarl Song. Oh, nice. That came around. Cool. All right. The draft portion is done, so now we move on to deck building. So, any questions, class? Did that make sense, or was that just, like, completely confusing? To just recap what we did there. I tried to explain as I went, but it was, you know, I was under the gun, under the timer. But in the beginning, I took this card in the first pack because it's colorless, which means that, you know, I can fit it into any color deck. So I took this to keep my options a little open. We followed it up, I think, with this, or this, actually. I think we followed it up with this, which was a black card. And then we got past a rarity, black-white card. So initially I was like, oh, black-white might be open. So we kind of like were looking to maybe be in black-white. And I think we followed up with this one. Yeah, our first 4 picks were colorless card to stay open, black card, black-white card, white card. So initially I thought I was going to be black-white. But kind of felt like that was being contested. I wasn't seeing as good of cards as I would have liked to in that color pairing. And was noticing a lot of green and blue going around. So figured, you know, maybe these colors are a little more available, like people aren't taking them. So we started pivoting. Oh, same with the green-black. I think initially I saw a bunch of green-black colored cards. So I was like, okay, green-black might be open, or green certainly might be open. Maybe not necessarily green-black, because other people might be taking black, but green, you know, in general, maybe green-blue. So we started doing what we call pivot, where I just started changing strategies and started taking different colored cards. And then in the second pack, there was tons of blue-red going around, like tons of red especially. So that was pretty clear that red was open for sure, and even blue-red. Like, I can't believe this went all the way around the table. This seems like a good card, but like, we could have pivoted at that point, because we had some blue. We could have pivoted and taken a bunch of red cards and just tried to build blue-red. But the problem with doing that in pack 2 that I find is, because there were so many blue-red cards, there might be another person at the table who has the same idea, who goes, oh, red is really open, let's move into red, blue. Which would mean then that in the final round, somebody near me would be taking red, blue, and I would get cut off from that card again. So I just kind of stuck to my guns and said, all right, I'm just going to pass these cards and like let those be a signal to somebody else at the table that that color is open, and hope that they pivot and move into that color. So that when we finally get to the third and final round, where everyone's taking cards from packs, people have pivoted into a different color, and my colors of green and blue and maybe a little bit of black will hopefully be open. We got rewarded because we got past a planeswalker, which is crazy. So planeswalkers are like essentially some of the more powerful spell types in this game. Because normally in this game, you basically have your life total, and then you have your creatures. And your creatures are what attack your opponent and, you know, try to chip away at their life total. They, you know, interact with each other in combat and, you know, deal damage and block and protect your life total. A planeswalker enters the battlefield and sits there and kind of acts like a second player because it has its own life total, essentially. It's called loyalty. Let me move or minimize. So, like, this guy here. Oh, here, I can just do it on this side of the screen. Easier. So this guy here enters with 5 loyalty counters. It's basically 5 life. So if a creature dealt 5 damage to him while he's on 5, he would essentially die and go to the graveyard. So these are really powerful because it presents kind of a conundrum for your opponent where they've probably been trying to attack your life and kill you by getting your life total to 0 the whole game. And then you put this down and then they go, okay, well, if I leave that unchecked, these kind of cards can do one of these abilities every single turn. And so if left alone, will eventually take over the game because they're usually pretty powerful. So then your opponent has to decide, okay, do I attack my opponent's life total or do I have to pivot and try to attack their planeswalker and kill it? And so while they're trying to attack the planeswalker, you know, they're not killing you. And then hopefully that will let you like kind of get back into the game if you're behind, if you're ahead. Sometimes people just quit when you put one of these down. So we actually got past this too, which means the person to our right opened it. And because they weren't in this color pairing, because, you know, presumably they were in another color pairing, probably like red or something at that point because of what we'd been passing, they said, well, I can't play this because I'm not playing these colors. I have to just give it to the guy next to me. And so we got rewarded for kind of sticking to our guns there, which is great. Very happy with that. So now what I have to do, you can see it says 47 out of 40 cards. We have to get this number down to 40 out of 40. So I have to go through all the cards that we picked. And now I can kind of breathe because we have, in this format online, in this client, I have unlimited time to craft my deck now. If you're playing like in a store at like Friday Night Magic, you would have like not unlimited time. You'd have like 20 or 30 minutes to do this. But now I can kind of chill and eat my food and read the cards. Well, figure out what we're going to keep. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that card. I can get rid of one of those. Those are all good. I think I'm going to keep those. Whenever a creature you control power toughness, one else dies. I mean, it does have death touch. I'm going to take it out for now. Okay. This is a removal spell. Very important. Kind of a removal spell-ish. Death touch. Removal spell. I cut this guy. I might even cut that 2 of those. Okay, so we have 19 creatures, 7 non-creature spells. Mana curve looks pretty decent. MTG, I missed this? Yeah, what's your favorite color? I'm a blue spell slinger. Alright, so one issue with the deck that we've drafted here is we do not have a lot of ways to interact with whatever our opponent's doing. We don't really have ways to kill their creatures. I have essentially 2 spells right now that can potentially kill a creature. And that's not great. I would like to have more, especially because the set seems really powerful. So there's going to be some pretty powerful creatures that were like, I really wish that was dead. And I don't really have ways to kill things. And also these spells in particular that I have require me to have my own creature in play to use them. So not only, I can't just go, oh, I don't like that creature, boom, it is gone. I have to have my own creature and say, oh, my creature fights your creature and kills it. So prerequisite is I need my own creature, and also my creature actually needs to be bigger than theirs, which isn't always a guarantee. So kind of tough, kind of not great, not ideal. I do have like 2 of these. These will put a stun counter on a creature when it enters, so I can stun a creature, and so it can't attack me the next turn. So I can buy a turn, but that's like, you know, fine. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. But it's not great. Okay, I'm going to cut that. I think we're only going to play a little bit of... Yeah, we're mostly blue-green with a little bit of black, I think is what we're doing. Hey, the Willie raid. What up, Wilson ears? How's it going, gang? Welcome in. Thanks for the raid, Wilson. I appreciate it, man. Hope you had a good stream. What are you guys up to today? You on that Tomodachi life? You about that life? Tomodachi life. What's up, gang? Hey, welcome in. We're playing Magic the Gathering, a little Friday Night Magic. A little FNM at home. Checking out the new set of cards that just came out. We just finished the draft portion. Oh, we did random games. Oh, we had Zatsu and random games. Hell yeah. It was a variety day. Hell yeah. Variety maxing. You love to see it. Well, welcome in, gang. We're playing Magic. We're playing Magic. We just finished the draft portion, where we picked a bunch of cards. And now we are constructing our deck. And then we're going to go sling some spells. Man, I took this card because it was really good. But unfortunately, we didn't end up building the deck that it really would fit well in. So I'm going to get rid of that. And I think we have our deck now. It's not great. Could be better. I love the art for MTG. Really good art. This set especially has got like some pretty banger art, honestly. Look, it's Master Oogway. Master Oogway adjacent. So this is my first draft. I've played 1 game of this set so far. Brand new cards. I don't know all the cards in the set. So we're going in kind of, you know, blind. Fingers crossed. We're just hoping to do okay. Yeah. You guys showed up just in time for our first match. Basically, quick overview. We're gonna play a series of games. We can only win up to 3 times, or lose up to 3 times. If we accumulate 3 losses, we're out of the event. We can win up to 7 times for max win. I need a max win, okay? For maximum prize value. So in an ideal world, we'll get 7 wins before we have 3 losses, if that makes sense. Maisie, thanks for the gifted memby. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. And we just did what was called a draft, where we sat down at a table, you know, we e-tabled, right? Not like in person, but like we sat down with 7 other players, so there's 8 of us in a table, and everybody got a pack of cards. You pick 1 card from the pack that you open, and you say, this is my card, and you keep that card, and then you pass the rest of the cards to the person sitting to your left, right? And then you receive the pack of cards from the person sitting on your right. Like you sit in a circle, basically, right? So the person to your right has done the same thing. They've opened a pack of cards of like, I don't even remember how many, like 10 or something. And they go, oh, this is my card. And then they keep that card and they say, I don't want the rest of these. And they give you the leftovers. And so you receive their leftovers. And then you go, okay, well, I want this card from this pack of leftovers. This is my card. And you keep that card. And then you pass your leftovers again to the person to your left. And everybody in the circle just does that. And so everybody takes 1 card and then passes the rest. And then you receive cards from the person sitting next to you, and you take a card, and then you pass the rest. And the idea is to have some sort of strategy, hopefully get a bunch of cards in the colors that you want to then build a deck, and then hopefully go take that deck and pilot it to victory. It's very complicated. Basically, so the color that we've ended up in is blue and green and black. Usually you want to just be 2 colors, because it's easier to play like 1 color. You can have what's called monocolor, where you just play 1 color. Very straightforward. However, only playing 1 color is difficult because your power level is generally lower. By mixing colors, you get more access to more powerful cards and effects. So usually you want to play 2 colors. So there's like, sometimes there's like these signal kind of cards. So like this card is a white-black card. This is a blue-red card. I happen to have green-blue cards. So I was basically looking for cards that were blue and green. Like this is a blue card. This is a green card. This is a green-blue card. I also ended up picking up some cards that were black and green. So I am going to be 3 colors, but we should be okay-ish because I picked up some lands that we use to cast the spells, and these ones are called dual lands. This one produces black and green. This one produces green and blue. So I have access kind of to the 3 colors I need. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm able to play my spells, even though I'm not playing a super streamlined 2-color deck. That's the basic overview. CH, thanks for the super. Glad you're not mono blue control player. We can stay friends this way. About that. We won't talk about my days of terrorizing my local game store events with mono blue Master of Waves then. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. Okay. I definitely wasn't playing 4 copies of Master of Waves at my local game stores, Friday Night Magic events or anything. Anyway. So let me just check my lands really fast. So 6, 7, 8 blue sources, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green sources, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black sources. Seems good. Seems good. We don't really have a cohesive strategy here. Typically, when you're drafting, you want to be like, here's my game plan. Here's how I win the game. And I'm trying to pick cards that all push me towards accomplishing that goal. I don't know the cards in this set because, again, the set just came out. My ADHD didn't allow me to read all the cards. Like, in an ideal world, you should, like, read all the cards and, like, know all the cards in the set before you start playing. I was like, ain't nobody got time for that. We're just going to play. So, yeah. We don't have a strategy. We have some big creatures. We have a planeswalker. Hopefully, I just show them this card. We got past, like, a really powerful card. Hopefully, we just slam this on the table and my opponent quits. Because sometimes that does happen. It'd be kind of funny if that happens. Because sometimes people see this and they're like, well, I can't beat that, so you win. So hopefully that happens. Hopefully we just get a free win one of these games. Other than that, we're just crossing our fingers, I think, gang. Because I did not get a lot of removal, which are spells that say, hey, that creature seems really good that you have there. Kablamo, get kablammed and then you blow it up. I don't have those. Those are kind of important, and I didn't get those. So we're just gonna hope that our opponent doesn't do anything good. Yeah. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're in diamond rank, by the way, so we're like, we're halfway through diamond rank. We're 2 tiers away from hitting the highest rank in the game. So that'd also be kind of cool if we do that. But I suspect we're actually gonna lose some rank because I don't know this set. So anyway. Here we go, first draft. You guys are just in time. First match of the new set. Also, I have a quesadilla and tortilla chips, so if you hear snacking sounds, no, you don't. Ow. 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 All right, here we go. Moneyball, great movie. Moneyball, starring Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill. Great movie. Well, this is fine. I can keep this. Awkwardly, we do have one of our 3 black cards, or 2 black cards, 3 black cards, and no black lands to play it. But I have 2 colors and 4 cards that I can cast with these 2 lands, so seems okay. Yeah. Seems pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, so quick, I'll try and explain things as we go through for anyone who's not familiar with how to play Magic. So hopefully it's not terribly confusing for you guys. But basically, you need these things called lands. This is a forest. This is an island, an island. You can only, typically, generally, you can only play one of these per turn. So you can put one down, and then you can't put any more down until your next turn. So to start off the game, I'm getting to go first because I won the die roll or whatever, the coin toss. I'm going to start my turn by putting one of these down, but I don't have enough to pay to cast any of my spells. So the way that you read the cost of a card, so this is a creature, it's a Merfolk Wizard, Hydro Channeler. This one requires 1 and a blue. So what we call the CMC, or the converted mana cost, is 2, because 1 plus 1. 1 colorless plus 1 blue. I need 2 mana to play this card. So look, I'm going to put my island down and then pass turn to my opponent, because I can't play anything, because I need another land, which we will get next turn. Also draw another island, but I'm going to put my forest down here. So now I have 2 lands. So lands are essentially like, think of them as like currency, I guess. So you use them to pay for your spells. So this creature requires 2 mana from lands. Lands produce mana when you tap them, which is you turn them sideways. So you see I got a blue and a green now. I have to play 2, and one of them has to be a blue. So fortunately I do have blue. So I'm actually going to lead off with this guy though. But there. So I've cast my creature. I paid the cost. I paid for a blue and colorless. If it's gray, it can be any color. So forest, this forest makes green. So I just used the green to pay for the 1 colorless, and then it also required a blue. So I used the island to pay for the blue. My opponent is playing red. He has a cool dragon-looking thing. That doesn't matter. It's just the artwork for the card is cool. It doesn't actually mean anything. Do you get new cards throughout, or is it a set? This is a set that we're playing right now. This is the newest release set. It's called Secrets of Strixhaven. Just came out. So myself and all the opponents I'll be playing, we're all playing cards from that specific set. When's the snack phase starting? We're in it. We're in it, baby. Oh, and I drew my 3rd color. That's really lucky. Okay. So my opponent put down a plains. This produces white mana. Obviously it's white. Mountain produces red. And they didn't do anything. So we can intuit from this that they're playing a red-white deck. Now, I don't know what the cards in the set are, so that doesn't mean anything to me, unfortunately. I'm going to put down my swamp. And then I'm going to go and attack. So Magic is different from other like card creature games, like Yu-Gi-Oh, for example. I think I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh, so I could have this wrong. But I know in like Yu-Gi-Oh, I think you play a creature, or maybe Pokemon is a good example. You play a creature, and you go, my creature deals this much damage to your creature, and because it's more powerful than your creature's health, your creature dies. That's not how Magic works. You have each player has a life total. So I have 20 life. My opponent starts with 20 life. You attack the opponent, and then their creatures either jump in front of your creature to block it, to protect their life total, or they don't, is how that works. But my opponent doesn't have any creatures, so I'm going to attack and hope my guy doesn't get blown up. It didn't, so, because he didn't have any creatures, he can't block it. I dealt, this creature deals 2 power. Oh yeah, we should go over life. So the first number is how much damage the creature deals, and the second number is basically how much life it has. So if that didn't make sense, hopefully now it does. So now this creature, Pest Mascot, requires 1 color of mana from anything. It doesn't matter. And then it also requires specifically a black and specifically a green. So I can get access to black from this land, green from this land, and then the blue from this land I'll just use to pay for that other one. And we'll just put this guy down. And bada bing, bada boom. Why'd you get Yu-Gi-Oh? Why did Yu-Gi-Oh get the nerd voice? I don't know. Yu-Gi-Oh players are nerds. Looking at you, Vera Vermilion. With love, of course. We're all nerds. Even Magic players, we're nerds too. We may be nerds, but we're free. Poor Vic. You'd be like, what do you say fuck me for? I love Bear. You a nerd and Magic nerd is just that one Spider-Man. Yeah, we're all cut from the same cloth, ultimately. Can you combine cards? Not. Probably not in the way that you're thinking. Alright, so my opponent has played a creature. So their creature has 3 power and 3 toughness. So it deals 3 damage, and it has essentially 3 health. So it's actually bigger than either of my creatures, unfortunately. So that's not great for me. Huh. Yeah, that's not great for me. Less than ideal, I fear. Okay. But we can maybe we can do something funny. Okay. I'm going to play my Muse Seeker. This guy says whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell, which is a type of card, I can draw a card, and then I have to discard a card. I'm now going to proceed to attack with my Pest Mascot, which is smaller than my opponent's creature, which might signal to my opponent that I have some shenanigans up my sleeve. But if they decide that, you know, maybe I'm bluffing, they might go ahead and block here, and if they do block, we will initiate some trickery. And they're looking at my lands and thinking to themselves, what could this guy possibly be representing? It's Witherbloom Charm. So if my opponent blocks, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the mode that says I gain 5 life. This guy says whenever I gain life, he gets a +1/+1 counter, which means I add +1 to his power and +1 to his toughness, which is his like HP, which would actually make my guy bigger than theirs and would kill their creature if they choose to block with their creature. So my opponent is now having to decide if I'm bluffing, if I'm representing something that makes this attack make sense. Because on the surface, this attack makes no sense. His creature is bigger than mine. His creature will kill my creature, and my creature won't be able to do anything to his. So my opponent decided it's not worth the risk. He's not going to block. He's just going to take the damage. But if he had chosen to block there and called my bluff, we would have blown them out by doing that sequence. And then they would have been sad. And I would have been happy. But now it's going to be forever in the back of their mind that I have something. So I can make that same attack this coming turn, presumably, and put them in a similar position where they have to decide if they want to take 2 damage from my creature or risk, you know, trying to block it and then losing their creature in the process if I have something. They're looking at my colors right now. They're thinking. They're hovering. The reason why these are getting highlighted is because they're highlighting. They're hovering over it. When your opponent hovers over a card, it'll light up. So they're very confused right now. They're like, what does this guy got going on? They're thinking. We're in Diamond rank, which is the 2nd highest rank in the game, so like players at this level are pretty good. So they'll take their time to think about things. When this creature enters Surveil 1, whenever one records of order. Okay, cool. Cool. So Surveil 1 means that he gets to look at the top card of his library, which is his deck of cards over here, and decide if he wants to keep it on top, or if he says, I don't want that card next turn, he can put it in his graveyard, so he doesn't draw it. Looks like he has decided to keep it on top, so it's a good card, presumably. Let's see. Attacking. So now I have to decide if I want to block. I could double block and lose both my creatures. I could block with one creature, fire off this thing to kill his creature, but I would lose one of my... I'd basically be trading a creature and a spell to kill his creature, which might not be worth it. go with no blocks here. This pause tells me that this might... He has one mana available, so he's tapped these lands. Once you tap a land and spend the mana from them, you can't do anything with them until your next turn. So he has one land untapped, which means he has access to one white mana. There is, I do know there is one card, because I played with it earlier, that gives your creature +2/+2 in first strike. Oh, let's see. So whenever you cast an instant sorcery, creature gets +1/+1. So erode, destroy target creature or planeswalker's controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield, taps and shuffle. Ooh, that's actually fine. This is a pretty good card that he's using to kill a pretty insignificant creature, although it will deny me being able to draw 5 or 2 cards. So that is kind of a bummer. So that must be their thought process here. But this is fine. I'm gonna let this happen. I am gonna go search for a forest. I need more green mana. So he's killed my guy and dealt 4 damage in the process. But I have gotten a land out of it, so not the worst sequence of events that could have happened. It wasn't, like, great, but not terrible. Yeah. So I don't think I can do that attack sequence that I did last time, because yeah, I think he just double blocks with both his creatures, and even if I do what I'm thinking of doing, it doesn't really, it only kills one of their creatures, so I don't know if that's really ideal. I'm gonna start out with Master Uwe adjacent here. And I'm going to... I'm still going to do it. I think they might call my bluff this time and block with both their creatures, but they also might be scared and might not. Do any of you guys have the upper hand right now? I would say that I am slightly ahead, but depending on how this exchange goes, my opponent might be ahead. Okay, so they're respecting the possibility. Like, I'm basically, every time I attack with that guy, I am representing that I might have something that would make their life miserable if they choose to block. And so they're playing it really safe. The only thing that kind of has them ahead of me is their creature is bigger than mine, and it's kind of a problem, but we're doing okay. It's kind of 50. I would say it's pretty even right now. I would say that individually, I have more creatures right now, and my creatures are better, but they just have one really big guy who's bigger than mine. So that kind of evens the board at the moment. Also, this guy flies, so you're going to see they might attack with this one. And the reason why that's a problem is you can't block creatures that are flying unless you also have a creature that has flying, which I don't. So this creature can attack me and can hit me in the face for free because I can't interact with it right now. I can't block it. So I just took 2 damage. I went down to 14 life. Let's see. Dude, this pose is gangster. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, target creature gets against lifelink. Ew. Okay. So, and now they played an even bigger creature. So the problems continue to mount for me, I'm afraid. Yeah. My problems continue to grow, I fear. That's not a great draw. I've never seen Magic before. This is enlightening and you're explaining so well. I can follow along. Hey, I'm glad to hear it. It's a very complicated game, so don't feel bad if you're a little confused. It is quite confusing. Okay, so at this point now, because of what my opponent played, I would say I'm behind on board now. I am behind. It's not as good. That being said, I'm going to attempt the same bluff that I've been doing the several past turns. My opponent might continue to just let me hit them for 2. They've been playing around. I don't even think they know what they're playing around. Yeah, see, they're just going to let me hit them for 2 again. Yeah. Which honestly puts me in an awkward spot. So I drew a land, which, you know, isn't great because a land isn't a spell. I'm just going to hold it. Ideally, I would have liked to have drawn like a spell or a creature to do something that turn, but my opponent's playing pretty safe, and it's causing problems for me. So I fear that this turn or the next turn, I'm going to have to try to make something happen. I imagine we'll see these two, all 3 actually come in for an attack here. My opponent is very cautious. They are quite cautious. They are thinking. They're thinking quite hard. Just the bird. Okay. I really thought they might have sent more in to attack me. Okay. And they're just passing. Well, that's fine. It's better than them adding a creature to their side of the table. Okay, I drew a creature, so this is good. So I'm going to play this creature. It's also going to grow my Master Oogway because it's bigger. Master Oogway adjacent here. He has an ability called Increment. So basically when I cast a spell that costs more than his power, he gets bigger. So he had 2 power, and I played a spell that cost 3, right? 2 and a green, so 3. So he got bigger. So even if I cast one of these that only costs 2, he won't get bigger. If I cast another one that also costs 3, he won't get bigger. I have to cast a spell that's now bigger than 3, so 4 and so on will make him grow again. But right now, this is about as big as he'll be for now, I suspect. This is tough. It's tough because if I attack again, now my opponent has 5 mana and 4 cards in hand, which means they probably, if I go for what I've been wanting to do all these past several turns, they probably have something to disrupt it, and I get kind of hecked, is my fear. So, because like my opponent not playing anything means they probably have something to do this turn on my turn. And so me trying to execute my own strategy puts me at risk of basically falling into their, you know, they'll be like, you activated my trap card. So I could just not do anything here and not risk it. But then I will fall behind because then they're just going to keep attacking me in the air with this bird that I can't block, and I will start, and then I will be behind on life total. So I'm going to go for it. I think this doesn't go well for us. However, I do have this guy that says when I play an instant or sorcery, this is an instant spell, which means I can cast it at any time in the game. Some spells you can only cast at certain parts, like at certain timings instants are you can cast it basically whenever. So even if what I'm trying to do gets disrupted, when I cast this, I will still draw an extra card. So, you know, it will hopefully dig me towards like a better spell in the future, basically, is my hope. Okay, they're finally going to go ahead with the block. So this is what I've been hoping they would do for all this time. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast this spell and gain 5 life. Because I cast this spell, this guy says I get to draw a card and then I have to discard a card. That's why I've been holding this island, because I'm planning on just getting rid of this land. That doesn't do anything right now. Now, when I gain 5 life, this card that's attacking gets bigger. This card also says when I gain life, the card gets even bigger. So, all right, I'm going to discard this island. I drew another land, unfortunately, which is not ideal. Unfortunate. Would have liked a powerful spell there. But so now I'm going to gain life. So I gained 5 life. This guy got bigger. And now I think my opponent is going to have some sort of response. Yep, here we go. So, heated argument deals 6 damage to target creature. You may exile a card from your graveyard. If you do, it also deals 2 damage to that creature's control. Okay, so he's presumably going to exile. Yeah, so I don't got 2 damage. They killed my guy. So, yeah. Kind of a bummer. Kind of what we expected. But it's also not the worst. We kind of knew something like that would probably happen. And honestly, we played into that knowing that we would still get to draw a card off of this guy, you know, executing the sequence I wanted to. If they didn't have anything, we would kill their creature and come out ahead. If they did have something, which we figured they did, we can't like just play around it for the rest of the game. So just getting this card out of their hand is also fine, right? Because this is pretty powerful. 6 damage kills every creature in our deck. So I'm kind of okay with them killing, you know, this random dude. I'm kind of okay with that. I'd rather they kill this than, like, kill this guy than, like, something more powerful, you know? Also, the way to look at it is my creature has a cost of 3, and they used a spell that cost 5 to get rid of it. So in terms of, like, the economy of the game, you know, they spent way more to kill a smaller creature or a less expensive creature. So that's, like, not ideal most of the time. This, however, is a problem. Now they are finally kind of, like, stepping on the gas, and they're attacking us with everything here. So I need to try to probably get rid of this guy. I think this guy's going to be a problem. Quite frankly, the only card I really care about right now is this guy. This guy is giving me the most value, so I don't want to expose him. Master Oogway Adjacent is cool, and this card doesn't really do anything for me. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do what's called a stack block. So they're attacking me with all these creatures. Their creature deals 3 damage and has 4 HP, essentially. So I think they might have something that makes it bigger, but I'm just going to line up a bunch of creatures in front of it and say, like, even if you have something that makes it really big, I hopefully have piled enough creatures in front of it that it's not going to be big enough, basically. So let's see what they have here. They also alternatively might have something that kills one of my creatures. So then I don't have enough creatures in front of it to kill theirs, if that makes sense. Because, like, when I stack block, I'm putting a creature with 3 power, 1 power, and 3 power on it. So I'm representing doing 7 damage to their creature that only has 4 health, basically. So if they killed a creature, like if they got rid of, like, 2 of my 3 power creatures, I wouldn't have enough damage. So destroy target creature with power 3 or greater. Okay, so he's going to kill Master Oogway Adjacent. Now, Master Oogway Adjacent makes a thing, poops out a token as well. Okay, cool. So he only killed Master Oogway. And then Master Oogway pooped out a little baby because he had counters on him. And then I basically threw this guy under the bus because I was like, this guy is whatever. Doesn't really do anything for my strategy, so I'm okay with him being a sacrificial lamb. So we got rid of this guy that was going to cause problems for us down the road. This guy is now the next big problem. This guy's also going to be a problem. Because this guy can deal 1 damage to me basically every turn now. So I'm gonna have to get rid of this guy at some point. But first things first. First order of business, I'm gonna play this really big guy that I drew. So this is good. And I'm going to put a stun counter on the bird. So what the stun counter does is this bird will not untap. See how it's like sideways, like the lands? So on your next turn, whenever you start a new turn, any of your things that are turned sideways will untap, it's called, and then they'll become available to use again, essentially. A stun counter means that this guy, when everything else untaps, like you'll see their lands get unturned sideways, but the bird will stay sideways, which means it can't attack, essentially. I don't have anything, I can't get past their creatures right now, so I'm not going to attack, because their creatures are all bigger than mine, except for this guy, but this guy can't attack this turn. So when you play a creature, it is summoning sick for the first time, so it can't attack the turn that it comes into play. Imagine you like pooped it out of a Pokeball, and they were like really dizzy because you threw that thing with like a mad curveball spin to it, and then they're like, whoa, where am I? So they can't attack the turn they come into play, but then by your next turn, they're like, okay, I've regained my bearings, I know where I am now. So you can see their lands are now available to use, but their bird is tapped, so he can't attack with it. Creatures that are tapped cannot attack, nor can they defend. So all my creatures are untapped, means any of these can block. Their creatures, these ones are untapped, so they can attack if they wanted to. But I now have a really, really big fractal elk that's got 6 power and 6 toughness. He's a beefy boy. And what's going on here? So now I'm going to take damage from this nerd, so that sucks. Oh, they're going to kill it. No! No, my big guy. Wait, where did the card go? They can flash it back. No. That's... And it untaps all creatures you control. Oh, we got blown out really badly. That's really rough. That's tough. We got cooked. Oof. That's bad. I think we have lost the game. All right, well, I have to just put this guy in front of the 4 damage guy. My creature will die because it's smaller, and their creature will live because my creature doesn't do enough damage, but I just need to mitigate damage. That's potentially one of the worst things I could have drawn. I fear we may be cooked. Yeah. That might be GG. Cat Herm. Cat Erm. Catechus Ermicus. I think we can live 1 more turn, but it's not looking great. It's not great. So he's gonna... Oh, God, no. He's gonna hit me for... He's gonna deal 1 more damage at the end of my turn, so I go to 4, and then he can hit me again next turn and go to 3. This creature, I can't block, so that's 2. I would go to 1. If he has anything that makes this guy bigger, we just die. So, yeah, we're probably dead next turn. If we don't die... There. Oh, he missed the... Wait, can he only do it on his turn? He missed a trigger. Okay, there's hope. He had a free point of damage at the end of my turn, and he missed it. So that's good. If he has a land, though, he can recast this thing and then just kill us. So, hopefully he doesn't have a land. Or something to make the bird really big. We may be dead. Oh no. Okay. Oh, it makes the bird bigger for leaving the graveyard. Ah, I thought it was a different effect. Okay, well, good thing he missed that point of damage at the end of last turn. Okay, that's fine. That doesn't kill me this turn. Okay, so I'm gonna take 3 and go to 1 life. Okay, sure. I mean, now the problem is they kill us next turn no matter what. So I think it's just GG. I don't want to draw that land. That's not good for us. Does this do anything? I can kill something. I can kill the bird. Although the bird is now no longer the problem. The problem is this guy, unfortunately. Oh. Okay. Wait, actually, I can use both of these to kill that guy. But then I'm still dead, no matter what, I think. I think I'm dead no matter what. But, you know, might as well just go for it. All right, so kill that guy. I drew the Planeswalker. Does that save me? Does that save me? Okay, does that save me? If I discard the other kill spell, I play the Planeswalker, I can blow up that guy. Yeah, I'm still dead. I can gain 3 life and go to 4 life. And then... am I still dead? Because then... take 1 damage here, go to 3, and then... block. I'm not dead if I do that. Okay. There's a line. It's a very thin line. I'm still probably dead in this game. We play the Planeswalker. We gain 3 life. And now we hold on for dear life. I hope they didn't draw a land or a removal spell. Or really, I hope they just drew... I mean, literally, if they draw anything, we lose. If it's a land, we lose. If it's a creature, we're not dead this turn, but we're dead next turn. If it's a removal spell to kill one of our creatures, we're dead this turn. It specifically has to be, I think, a creature, essentially. Anything else, I think we die. I think literally anything else, we die. Good game. He's saying good game preemptively. It means that I'm probably dead. Yep. Okay. They found the way. Bummer. Man, if we had drawn this guy a turn earlier, we might have lived. Because now they're attacking with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can block one guy. I can block this guy, and then we just... yeah. Dang, it was close. It was a close game. Well, not close in the sense that I was close to winning. I was close in the sense that I almost didn't die. Unfortunate. Bummer. Man, we drew our most powerful card just a little bit too late. A little bit too late. Darn. Well, this is a little awkward. Because now we have green and black, but we have 2 blue cards that we can't play. But I can play Master Uwe. It's not actually Master Uwe, but I'm just going to keep calling him that. What you eating? I got quesadilla. I got some Chipotle. I don't have anything else to do this turn. I'm actually just going to kill their little frog. Sorry, it's a salamander. It looks like a frog, though. I'm going to kill that frog, and then that makes Uwe bigger, and then I can attack with Uwe. So now we really, really, really need to draw a land this turn. If we don't draw a land this turn, we are going to fall behind. What is that? Did not draw. Did not draw. I think. Alright, attack with Uwe. They're gonna go no blocks. That's fine. Well, I need another land, and I also need blue. Any land would let me cast either of these, and a blue would let me cast pretty much almost all my hand. I don't want to just do nothing this turn again, so this is kind of an aggressive line, but I'm going to kill their bear because that gets rid of the other spell they're going to be able to play. But that's 2 of my 3 removal spells that I have in this deck. And so now I just have to hope that they don't have anything that I need to kill later. So, all right, I have to discard a card. That's fine. I'm going to discard the card that I can't cast because it's the most expensive. And I'm missing color, only to then draw the color that I needed. You'll love to see it. Now what? Now what? I'm gonna play this guy. Uguay gets bigger. Now Uguay has trample. That's an interesting block, considering he has trample, but sure. Rio Ohio, what's up, Ethan? Meme from Chipotle is my life. I am having Chipotle, actually. Where did they play it? What deck is this? They are playing a lot of what we call ramp. So they're playing things that make mana. They're also playing like 5 colors. Which is kind of scary because it means that they have something probably pretty expensive and pretty powerful in this deck. So now my priority is I need to kill them before that comes out, I think. So, a little scary. Little scary. That being said, they are drawing off the top of their deck. They don't have any cards in hand, so that's good for us. I'm just going to go ahead and run out my more expensive guy. Oh, they had enough mana to activate that. Damn. Okay, so they drew a card. Now they have 2 cards. Oh, they're spending their turn drawing cards. That's good for us. Means they probably didn't draw anything good. Okay. There's obviously some sort of deck archetype that I'm not familiar with that this person is familiar with, that they've drafted, that they've built. So this person has probably, you know, either played this game a bunch already, like played this set a bunch, or they've watched some streamers or something play. Alright. I have stunned their thing, so it doesn't untap, so it can't block or be activated this turn. But this turn could be bad for me, because they might be able to do something pretty impactful this turn, and if they do something really impactful this turn, I might not be able to win. That's pretty impactful. That's a big guy. And I drew nothing. That's tough. That is tough. And they can also draw a card at the end of my... Yeah, this may be getting away from me, I fear. This may be getting away from us. So what we're going to do is we are still going to attack with everything. Uguay is going to die, unfortunately. But this does let us sneak 2 damage through, which will put my opponent to 1 life. So... Oh, that's right. He poops out another token. I forgot. So he makes a little dude when he dies. So at least there's that. My opponent's going to draw a card. I'm going to play another creature. All right. So as the board stands right now in this very moment, I can kill them on my turn if they don't do anything good this turn. That's not good enough. Uh-huh. Okay, I think we got it. I think we got it. Okay, I also will gain life, so this guy will get bigger. No, he gained a life. Oh, I can't win this turn. Frick my Chungus life. I can't win this turn. Oh, no. I see. This gains you 2 life. Oh no, this gained him a life. Oh no. Okay, so I have to basically put counters on every... I have to play this, make this guy bigger. I have to throw this guy to the wolves. He will die. One of these 2 will die. It's not ideal. Do I play this pre-combat? I don't think it matters. Because he's just going to block here. He probably blocks Deluge Virtuoso here. Blocks maybe there. And then I deal 1 damage, put him to 1 life. And then I play this post-combat. Does playing it pre-combat matter? I don't think it matters. Alright. I'm just going to attack with everything. So he's going to block like here. He's going to block this here. He's going to block this here. Yep. And then I deal 1. Yep. And then I play this post-combat. So I make it as big as I can. And again, I need my opponent to just do nothing. Or I need to draw something really good next turn. What is this? Oh my goodness. Alright, well, that's bad. This game may have gotten away from us. Because now they're gonna be able to gain 4 more life, so they gained, what, 9 life this turn. Yeah, okay, I see. Ooh. I mean, I think we still probably have lost. So my opponent is now going to be able to win through something that we call card advantage, which is just like I just don't really see a way for us to win, I fear. All right. Do I attack? I don't attack. I have to kill their big creature and then hope that these guys can hold the fort down, basically. I think we have lost this game, though. We were so close to killing them, and it got away from us. And he just has a thing that kills my planeswalker. Okay. Okay, bro, you got it. You win. And I drew a land. Alright. Oh, GG. You got it. Bummer. That's a tough loss. We were literally 1 point away from killing them and winning, but they managed to claw back. That's the way it goes sometimes. Okay. I keep this hand. We have 3 colors. This is a good hand. It's not very powerful, but I can do... Oh, and this is perfect. Play my dual land first turn, so now I have access to those colors. We'll play this island next turn. Probably run out Muse Seeker. My opponent is also playing a multicolor thing like the last guy. That's scary. Well, it won't wake up for a little bit, so that's good at least. Interesting. Interessante. Well, 1 damage. Play this. Play this. They didn't play anything, which is concerning. What does that mean? What does the draft environment look like so far? I don't know. This is literally my first draft. Which one's Silver Quill? Is that what we just lost to, where it's like the artifact colorless thing? I can play this next turn, so I don't think I'm going to do anything with it. I don't know what my opponent is representing here by holding 4 mana open with 5 cards in hand. But I'm going to attack for 1 and see if anything happens, which I doubt it will. I'm going to attempt to play this Sloth, and it might get countered with like an Essence counter. No? Okay. Now what? Oh, he just returns it to my hand. How rude. Silver Quill is black-white spell copies and token sacrifice. Oh, no, yeah. I haven't played against that one yet. Oh, my Sloth got booted. Trample, Hnich 6/6. Jeez. Man, there's so many of these colorless artifacts that are really strong. Holy cow. Holy guacamole, man. Well, my opponent's gonna have some big boys attacking next turn. That's not ideal. That is not ideal. Well, let's get the Sloth out there, I guess. We're in a bit of a pickle. Man, it feels like people have already cracked this draft format. It's only been out like 3 days, but... oh my goodness. Yeah, nice, okay. Goodbye, Sloth. Rip. Well. Goodbye, Sloth. It was nice knowing ya. I can kill this flying artifact creature this turn. So I can go like this. Chump block here. Oh no, I've misread this card. Fuck my life. Well. Yeah, we did not get good removal. I fear we are cooked. Man, the colorless 5-color deck is insane. I fear. Yeah, I don't really think there's anything we can do. We're just kind of dead, unfortunately. Them's the beats. Yeah, I'll go next. Yeah, I think we're just a quick 3 and out. Yep, that'll do it. You got it. I mean, I can jump here. I don't die this turn, but then I lose all my creatures. Well, okay. Let me jump here. And negate 2. Okay, never mind. Oh, wait. Jump blocker still available, but I have to go like this, and I have to go like this. And I lose all my creatures, and I go to 1, and my opponent has a whole bunch of stuff, and I drew a land. Alright, good game. Well, what can you do? Well, 0 wins, 3 losses. Kind of how I expected that to go. kind of how I expected that to go. That is a toughie. Let us try one more time. We go again. We have a little more knowledge now. This is such a powerful set, though. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, this is tricky because we got two really good white cards. Actually, there's a lot of good white cards in this pack. Two white rare cards. So, regardless of which one I take, the person next to me is going to see a white rare and be like, ooh, the guy sitting next to me isn't playing white. But unfortunately, that's not the case. This is tough. I think this one slightly is better, but they're both pretty darn good. But yeah, so the problem is I'm going to take the white card because it's the, like, these two are the best cards. My opponent is to my left, though, is going to be past this card and three white uncommons that are also all very good. And they're going to go, oh, I guess the guy sitting next to me took something that wasn't a white card. He's probably not playing white. Meanwhile, I'm actually playing white, at least off that first pick. So that means, what that means is in the next pack, when that guy sitting to my left is actually passing to me, because right now we're going clockwise. So now when packs are coming back the other way, in the next pack, I will not be getting many white cards, I fear. That's a pretty decent common for blue-red. I don't hate that one. I don't hate 4 damage at instant speed for 3. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna take the white card so that there's not as many white cards in that pack that I just passed. Okay. And then white black. Sloth. Decent green. +0, +10, jeez. Okay. Yeah. A lot of green, and that's like the 4th blue-red spell in a row I've seen. This is tough because I'm pretty sure green is open and blue-red might also be open. It's weird seeing a charm and this thing 2 packs in a row because that's also kind of a sign that white-black should be open technically, but I'm not seeing other white and black cards in the packs. I'm gonna take it, but it's really risky. Okay, that guy's not bad. This isn't bad either. I'm just gonna take the white-black card to not... Hopefully, by cutting those, the person sitting to my left... Because, like, if I pass the white-black to my person, to the person sitting to my left, they might go, oh, white-black is open. which I definitely kind of want to try to secure white-black for me. Oh, this is a really late white rare. First strike at the beginning of each turn step. If opponent has more cards in hand than you, this creature becomes prepared. You and target opponent each draw 3 cards. Oh, I see why no one took it. Destroy target artifact, destroy target creature, or enchantment, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature target player controls. Ooh. I don't like the fact that both of us draw 3 cards. No wonder no one likes that. 2/2 with first strike is like good, but I don't know. I think I'm not gonna take that one. Okay, I'm just gonna take the dual land here, so this helps cast white-black. This is an okay start, but I'm very nervous because I think next turn or next round where we're getting passed from the left, we're not gonna really get much, and I'm still not really getting a ton this round. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind having a really low curve. Okay, that's pretty decent. A good pickup. This is a really late, pretty decent card that fits our strategy, so that's hopefully a good sign. Lot of green. I'm gonna take the dual land, just in case. Okay. Like, we have a dual land now, we maybe can splash green, but honestly, this card's actually really good for our strategy, too. I'll take the giant growth, because, again, this does work with our strategy, and we have a land that can play it if we decide to go into that 3-color strat. Not the best start, but not the worst. Sure, again, we could work with that. Oh my god, and a road. We got Swords to Plowshares adjacent. Sure. That's also pretty good. Okay. That one hopefully comes back around. I wouldn't mind that one. Okay, I'm just gonna take the removal spell. It's pretty good. You look like you belong in the artwork of a red card. You're not wrong. I think I would look pretty good on a red card. All right. Got some combat tricks. Got a couple removal spells. Okay. Yeah. This is a good start, I would say. I'm just nervous about this pack. I think this pack is going to be rough for us. What is this? That's insane. Wow. Smelling green is your third color. It's double green though, but like I think I just take this on the weird chance that we get forced into green this turn, because I'm like the white and the black card are not good. I mean, I would be happy to play these, but like I'm not happy to take them as my second pick. So I'm gonna take the card that kind of says you win the game if you can resolve it and you have lots of creatures in play. Well, I'm just gonna take the white-black card. Ooh. Okay. Could also take that, but I think I just want I want the last grasp though. Okay, I mean, yeah. All right, put that card back in. Well. Could take this guy, but it's kind of like whatever. So I'm going to take the one that's a little bigger on the off chance that we get just really hard shoved into green this pack. This is tough because we have a really good repartee base. I kind of feel like I should take another guy. I kind of feel like the green is a little bit of a bait right now. And there's actually like, we're actually getting some decent cards in our colors, so it's going better than I thought it was going to go this pack. Yeah, I mean, I can take the cycling card over the Shrimpshire. Although I do have pretty good. Well, not pretty good. I mean, I have. I'm gonna take. I don't know. That was a pretty close one. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I don't know if I'm gonna play that, but okay, take the giraffe in case we do play green. We might not play green, but we might. I mean, this card is insane. Like, this is the kind of card that like you just play and you win if you have creatures in play. Because you get to play it every single turn after you cast it for free. That's bananas. That's bonkers silly. Put a +1/+1 counter. Each creature target player controls. Target creature gains your choice of double strike or lifelink until end of turn. And flashback. What the fuck? Charm. Rapier Wit. Stone. Okay, I mean, I'm kind of at the point there where I need more creatures. I've got very good non-creature spells. And I kind of just want more creatures at this point. The game is tempting me with more dual lands, so. Yeah, so many non-creature spells. Like, I've got too many. I'm not going to be able to play all of them, most likely. Wow. So I could take a dual land here and make this card much more playable. Might just come back around, though. I don't know. That was a... oh, what is this? Affinity for creatures. Flying and Death Touch. Instant and sorcery spells you cast have affinity for... okay. What is this one? When this creature enters, look at the top X touch your library. X is the number of creatures you control. Put one of those cards in your hand and the rest in your graveyard. So 5 mana draw cards versus Flying Death Touch Dargon. Oh, that's I have to splash the color still for it. Oh, but is it worth it over the thing that guaranteed I can play? I'm just gonna take it. I don't know if that's that. That might have been a troll. I don't know. Might be trolling. Might not be trolling. Yep, that's a great card for us. Removal spell. Oh, even better removal spell. Imperious Mage. I have one already. Another removal spell. Yeah, it's just one. So I do have 2 lands, so I can splash this one for sure. This one's still a big question mark. Depends on if one of those dual lands wheels. If one of those green-black lands comes back, which it might, then I will be able to play this card. Although, will I even play this card? Again, I already have like so many non-creature spells. I don't know if I'm even going to play it, even if it comes back. Destroy target creature. When you cast a spell, you control creature, may copy. Each player sacrifices a creature of their choice. Each player loses 1 life to game left. I think I'd rather have the direct kill spell. Oh, but again, how many creatures do I have? Only 12 creatures, dude. Ah, this is tough. I'm actually just going to take the dual land, which might seem crazy, but... Creatures have dried up. This is kind of worrisome. I don't know if I'm going to play that. I just want creatures. Okay, this is a creature. This is also a creature. Which one is better? With this one. Okay, another creature. It's good. Struggle to explain and pick at the same time. It is, especially because I'm having to read the cards really fast, because, again, I don't know the cards in this set, so... Oh, it came around! No way! Okay, huge. Huge, humongous pickup. I'm not going to play 2 of those. I'll just hate draft this one. Huge. We got the rhinoceros. Okay. Okay. So... This is cool. Witherbloom the Balancer. Elder Dragon. That's cool. Is it worth playing? This one I also don't think is worth playing because it's just too hard to cast. So even though it would win the game in a couple of turns probably, it's just too hard to cast. I can play this. Is it worth it? Is the question. Is it worth it? Not ruining, but kind of hurting the consistency of the deck to do it is the question. Cat I need to cut 3 cards. Well, no, we have a 2.7 average for our cost. We can actually cut 2 cards in 1 land. I'm going to cut the forest. We just have 2 green sources for 1 random green card splash is an option. The alternative is we cut the dragon and then cut 1 more card. Would also be probably the smart play. Because, like... like a decent chance that this card just gets stuck in our hand. And then, like, is it really gonna win us the game? Spells of affinity for creatures, but, like, most of my spells are pretty cheap. I think the Dargon is trolling. I'm not gonna lie. I think we're trolling if we play that dragon. He's cool and powerful, but I think sacrificing the deck's consistency for it is not quite worth it. Man, we have an average mana cost of 2.4. We have a really inexpensive deck. Everything in this deck is very cheap, which is cool. So, like, in theory, I could be super greedy and just run 15 lands. Bring back the paradigm? No, because the paradigm would require me to run, like, probably 4 green sources. So these 2 dual lands and probably 2 basic forests, maybe even 3. And I just don't want to hurt the mana base. I think we have like a really streamlined, like very low to the ground, inexpensive black-white deck that I think we're just going to lean into. The debate now is, do I play 16 lands or 15 lands? 15 is maybe like very greedy, but I also don't want to like flood. Yeah, I have 10. I have 5 1-drops and 10 2-drops. That's crazy. Yeah, I think we do 16 and see how it feels, and then I can cut. Not cutting any creatures. I'm definitely just only cutting a non-creature spell because there's so many non-creature spells. I think we can cut the interjection because we have 2 of them. And then I think this is good. I think this is good. This looks good to me. All right. I'm going to run to El Baño. That's Spanish for bathroom chat. And then I'll be back. I'll be back. And we'll get her done. Yeah, the prepared creatures also give things too. I forgot I have Kibby card sleeves. Why does Kibby so aggressive looking? I'm gonna use that. Kibby. Alright, gang. I feel a lot better about this deck. I think we're going the distance. I think we're getting 7 wins, baby. Max win. I need a max win. I'm gonna go to the bathroom though. I'll be right back. Love you guys. See you in a minute. Alright, it's time. It's time. Ikuzo, gang. Alright, let me review really fast. I need to remember, the thing I always like to do is remember what my interactive spells are. Specifically, removal. So I keep track of how many removal spells I have left. -3/-3. Erode. Combat trick. Combat trick. Combat trick. Okay. So I only have 3 like targeted removal spells. Destroy. -3/-3. Exile if it's power 2 or less. Exile. Okay. Not a great removal suite, but I think this deck's a little more combat trick heavy. I need a max win. I need a max win. Let's go. Why do you hate me, game? I mean, I wasn't going to keep this hand anyway. There's no creatures. I'm missing white mana. I don't think I can keep this hand. Okay, keep this one, but that hurts. That felt pretty bad. Being on the play and mulliganing down to 5 cards is really rough. Because it basically means I'm going to run out of steam long before my opponent does. I'm just going to run this out now. It's a little risky, but I kind of have to take risks because I'm starting from a disadvantage, so... We're already disadvantaged. I have to play risky and hope it doesn't backfire. Okay, I'm not going to attack into the frog because it's got death touch, so it would kill my guy. Okay, they made a big dude, that's fine. And if I draw an untapped land, I can actually double spell this turn. I can play this guy and also cast this other half of the card, which would be cool. Nice! Alright. This guy becomes prepared. I shall now activate this. And I'm going to put it on... No. I'm going to put it on this guy for now, even though he is kind of high value, so it's a little risky, but again, we're kind of in the market of taking risks right now, so I have to try to, like, just press my advantage before I run out of steam. See, my opponent has 6 cards, well, 5 cards now in their hand. I only have 1 card, and it doesn't do anything. It's just a land, so that's the problem. We've run out of steam quite fast, because we had to start with less cards. It was bad RNG at the beginning of the game. And now he's dead. Yep. That's unfortunate. Okay. I can play this next turn. We have a play for next turn. He's going to send everything. He might trade the frog for this guy, but I doubt it. Nice. Okay, cool. No, don't kill it. No, my bird. Damn. I'm gonna play the Rhino. I get to put Look at the top X cards. Put one of those cards in my hand, the rest in the graveyard. Okay. That's tough. I kind of need the spell just to activate... Well, not really. Actually, it doesn't really do anything for me here. I could use it to kill the frog, which is kind of a problem. But this guy could generate more value for me over time. And I guess the frog isn't that bad because I can't attack into what they have anyway. And it's kind of tough. I think the charm is still correct. Because I also have another creature in my hand already, so it's not like I need the other creature. Even though it's potentially good. Oh boy. I'm in danger. Chuckles, I'm in danger. Okay. I'm gonna put this here. Just so I have a creature that can trade with what they've got going on. Trade here, take 6, go to blah, blah, blah. If they kill something and I only have one blocker, am I dead? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't think I can attack with my flyer. I think I have to hold it back just to maybe not die this turn. Might be some weird shenanigans that happen. And we're leaning really heavily on this card next turn to make this guy big enough to block this and kill it. But that's pretty also kind of a gamble. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. Kind of where we're at right now. We're holding on for dear life. And these games are really fast, too. Like, the power level of this set is crazy. These games are going so fast. Like, you just kind of win or lose, it feels like. I think they have something to... Oh, nope. Okay. I take those trades straight across. That's fine. Yippee, Magic Stream. Yeah. Be out here. We are definitely behind right now, though. We're definitely still losing is the problem, but... I'm relying very... So my plan next turn is to block their 6/6 with my 4/5 and then make my guy a 6/5. That's terrible for me. Okay. We have the line. And it relies on my opponent having stone cold nothing this turn. Is there an MMO or RPG Magic or only TCG? Magic actually did make like an action RPG at one point. But it got shut down really fast. It, like, I guess wasn't popular enough. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one in my hand. Rest in bottom library is insert source a card in your graveyard instead put 2 in my hand. Okay, so he's just drawing cards, which is not great, but I'm going this turn. I'm hopefully going to be able to kill his 2 biggest creatures, but it relies incredibly heavily upon my opponent not having anything to blow me out of the water when I go for this plan, which is very unlikely. But I'm just kind of in do or die mode. I just have no other choice. I just have to do this. Here we may be cooked. Okay, I resolved somehow. Please have nothing, please have nothing, please have nothing, please have nothing, please have nothing. Please have nothing, 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 please have nothing. Please have nothing. Oh, okay. Please have no good follow-ups. I mean, he's gonna have something here. He's got 4 mana and 4 cards. He's gotta have, like, something. We're still super far behind, by the way. We're not dead, but we're definitely behind. We are still not out of the woods. We're still at a big disadvantage. We are at a disadvantage in terms of life. We are at a disadvantage in terms of the number of cards in hand. Like card access. So it's still not great, but we didn't die that turn. So and we got rid of 2 really big creatures. So that was good at least, I guess. What do you do? That's not good. That's bad. Frick my Chungus life, man. Alright. Well, at least we get to look at 2 cards here. Okay, I need that card next turn. Do I want this card? It is technically better than probably just drawing a land. But I don't think I also want to draw it. This is tough. I do need to try to kill my opponent, though. I think I have to put that in the bin. I need this kill spell for next turn, for sure. This little frog is a pain in my ass, too, because I can't attack with my big guy. Because the frog is death touch, so... Basically, the frog only has to deal, like, 1 point of damage to my giant 6/7, and it'll just kill it. If this frog was dead, we would be ahead on board, but it's not dead, so... Oh, goodness. That's bad. Yep. Oh my days. Well, I have to do this now to play around counter spells. So good news. They produced another flyer and we killed it, so that's great. Bad news, we're still behind in terms of cards and lands. They have mana advantage. They have more lands, which means they can they have like what, 8 lands, so they can cast whatever they want. What the hell is this? Return target. So now they're gonna kill my biggest creature. Yep. I'm gonna kill my big guy. That sucks. Get to loot another card. Yep. Now they can attack with the 3/4. I can't block it. I have to just take 3 damage this turn and fall to 2 life. Which means that next turn they can also just attack, and then I can't double block unless I draw something this turn. If they add another creature, we're definitely cooked. Okay, no, that's not a creature at least. No, they kept both on top. That's bad. That's bad news, bears. I'm in danger. That's a land. That doesn't do anything. Alright, well, fuck my Chungus life, man. I'm just gonna offer this trade here. They might take it, especially if they have a removal spell. Yeah. They probably have a removal spell, so I think we're just dead next turn anyway. Like, this probably dies and we have no blockers, we just get hit. Oh, well. We're definitely still dead either way. They've just drawn too many cards. Overwhelming card advantage, I fear. I have to jump block. Why didn't he attack with that guy? I mean, that was a 3 point of damage. Yeah. You got it. Pain. That one sucks because we basically just we lost because the shuffler screwed us. We had the mulligan twice. We have an even 50-50 split of lands, and it gave us 2 opening hands where that only had 1 color. First it had all white lands and all black lands in the next one, so. Quite literally lost to RNG. I think we played that as best we could have. And again, it did it again. It's given us only 1 color. That's frustrating. There's a weird world in which I kill my own creature just to get a black land. So that is a line that's available to us. Not great, but it is an option if we're desperate enough. Oh, thank God we just naturaled the land. Thank frick. Okay. We can play the video game. No, it's this stupid deck again. What do I do? I think I'll hold on to this. I could go maximum damage. I could have done like 7 damage that turn. But I think that would have been unnecessary. My opponent probably kill something this turn. No? Okay, maybe this is a counter spell. Just drawing cards. Okay. It means they're probably gonna poop out a giant creature next turn or something, or do something very upsetty spaghetti. Let's see what they do this turn. Man, I love Pico de Gallo. So they have access to 7 mana this turn. So they can play something as expensive as 7. Or do multiple spells. They are not doing anything. I'm confused. Alright. Well. Yeah, I feel like a board wipe is coming. This should be a removal spell. This should be some sort of interactive spell. Maybe put something back in my hand. Okay, exile target creature, sure. Anything else? I'm gonna go for this. This might be an Essence Scatter, which would kind of suck, but I mean, I can't play around it, so. Okay, nice. Didn't get countered. Huge. Big news. Big day for the unemployed. What this? So it just poops out creatures. Okay. Wait, it might be winnable. They did gain an obnoxious amount of life this turn. I think I can kill him, though. I think we win. Kill your guy. Yippee! First win. Occur. We got him, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. We take those. Oh my god, it's a hand with 3 different colors of mana. I'm living large. What is this? Don't care. Attack! Burb, go! No blocks. I'm not falling for your shenanigans. They missed a land drop. Press the advantage, chat. Chat, we have them on the ropes. Now the question is, am I playing this guy or this plus this turn? If I'm going to play this turn, I should play it pre-combat, just to play around any weird shenaniganry. I don't really think there's much I can do, though. I have a feeling Abigail might die this turn, is my fear. That is my number one fear. I could play this turn and then play... Ooh, you know what? If this dies this turn, I can just get it back next turn. So I'm just gonna, like, say, do your worst. Okay. So... we're actually going to hold on to this one. So we are going to actually play this one this turn. Okay. Pass turn. I think this might get shot. Yeah, it's getting shot this turn. Alright. Burst lightning. The question is, do I care enough to kill their guy in response just to get a token? Do I care enough? Yeah, I'm gonna go for it just to get a token before my guy dies. Leaves my opponent with no creatures. My opponent needs to draw a land this turn and or play a spell. or else they're very far behind. I imagine they will have drawn a land. Yep, okay, they finally found a land. No! Bummer. It's annoying. Not a terrible draw. Hinge. So I could play this card this turn, but then if it gets killed, I won't be able to get back one of these. So it's gonna kind of delay my game plan. But I think it's better to do that just to guarantee I can get my stuff back. In theory. In theory, that is. I have a feeling they're going to blow something up this turn. I lied. Well, now the fear becomes that I might be running straight into a counterspell with this, which would suck. If this is an Essence Scatter, I'm going to be sad. Not an Essence Scatter. Huge. Now the question is, do I want the Abigail or do I want the Informed Inkwright? I think the Inkwright is slightly better for me. Because I don't have a way to make Abigail prepared, so I am going to take the Inkwright. Yep. And that is why I didn't play it last turn, because if I played it last turn, it would have died before I got the ability to use the raised dead part of it. And then we wouldn't have we would have lost a creature and not gotten this back, so I'm glad I waited a turn. There you go. This guy's got Lightning Bolt built in. That's terrifying. Well, I have a free attack this turn. They'll probably just trade. Oh, maybe I should have actually... Yeah, I might have trolled. That's okay. I don't want them to have that guy around, to be honest with you. Like, I'm kind of okay with that. But now we're getting into the part of the game where I'm running out of cards, and my opponent has a lot more cards than me, so things could go badly, especially because they're going to draw 2 more now. Oh my god, guys, I just remembered that I have Nerds gummy clusters because I bought them at the store. Huge news, everybody. God dang it, dude. This guy's just got removal out the wazoo. And you can do it again next turn, and I'm running out of things. Well, that's not great for us. This guy, he just drafted all the removal spells. He didn't draft anything else. Congratulations, you've killed all my creatures. Masterful gambit, sir. Luckily, I can surveil. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Should be able to get me 1 card here. And he's kind of a big boy, so hopefully that means that my opponent can't kill it easily. And, yeah, nice. Your move. Nerds and gummy clusters. Oh shit, it's this guy. Oh, don't tell me I opened the thing wrong. Did I open it so it won't ziplock closed? Oh no, it just broke on its own. Fuck, my Chungus life. Well, that's annoying. That guy scares me. Well, I can't attack through it. However, I can play this at least. This will swing the life totals back in our favor. So that's good. Now the question becomes, Do we think I should make this guy bigger right now? I'm going to be greedy. This is the problem with not knowing the set. I've seen 3 different spells from them that can do 4 damage. I don't know if they have any spells that can deal 3 damage. So I'm debating making this guy a 4 power creature, 4 toughness, to make it so he'll survive a 3 damage spell. But I'm just going to hope that they don't have one. God damn it. Okay, no, they did have a 4. They had another one. That's the 3rd copy of that card they've cast. What the frick? Ain't no way. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Well, that's scary. He kept both on top. So that means he liked both cards that he saw on top of his deck. Yep. Okay, that's a problem. I'm in danger. I can deal 3 damage to him. He's at 4 life. Well, I'm going to keep it on top. We're not in danger of losing right now. So there's that. But he might start attacking. I've been holding this for a long time. Man, I think I'm going to continue to be greedy and hold it for 1 more turn. And hope I can find a creature. I might even scry on my upkeep or surveil on my upkeep. No. Oh, tap a creature. Okay, this is fine. Okay. What? Okay, well, we're kind of cooked. Okay, all right. Well, he just gets all the cards back to his hand. And, yeah. Well, that's pretty bad. Sure. Nope. This isn't how I wanted to use the Silver Quill Charm, but I might have to now use it just to keep him alive. Okay, let's start with a Surveil. Let's see what's on top. Okay, well. No information gained. Brutal, dude. I think I just have to save my creature. surveil on my upkeep. Because fortunately most of my... Oh, God. That's not good enough. It's not good enough. I think we just lose now. Rip. Rest in pooperoni, chat. We did so well. Because they can just do this again. Yeah, I think it's over. Man. Dude, insane. Insane beats, man. We got cooked. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do to win. Bummer. I mean, all I can do is, like, make my guy big and then just say, hey, you have to chump block with your token, but then you just get a bunch of them back next turn, and I can't really even play this card out because it'll just die. So, rip. Uh-huh. Yep. Can't beat that. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I drew a land. Alright, GG. Well, let's see what's on top of the library. If I just surveilled. Yeah, I wouldn't have done anything. Pain. Yep, that's magic, baby. Yep. So, I think I am going to go down to, I think I am going to go down to 15 lands, which is obviously risky. However, comma, we just need to not flood. I'm going to risk getting mana screwed, which is not drawing enough lands, in favor of not drawing too many lands. Or for the chance to not draw too many lands. Alright, this 4 mana card is a little awkward, but what are you gonna do? And we're playing against number 994. Mythic player. Unfortunate. Ooh, and I drew a 5 mana card. Ugh. Can't block it. Oh my god, the game hates me. It's literally just trolling me. It's it's giving me the 2 most expensive cards in my deck. 2 draw steps in a row. That's where I'm like, man, this game is rigged. God dang it. God dang it, Bobby. Well. Well. Alright, we drew land, which is good. I'm still very far behind on board. Ah, lovely. More removal. Excellent. Excellent. You love to see it. I have to just go for the trade here. Please don't have another removal spell. That would feel not great. I don't think I'd go for the block here, though. I think I'd rather threaten being able to cast Raise Dead next turn. Yeah. Ah, they didn't have anything. This is great news. Big news, gang. My opponent didn't have anything to play. I don't even think I want that guy, because I can't afford the little life drain that his ability costs. So, okay. Well, just play our nerd, and then, I could have played this card, but I'm going to hold it for next turn. And I'm going to hold up my removal spell, in case any shenanigans happen this turn. Now, on the surface, we have managed to stabilize. I'm going to go ahead and trade here. This creature's done its job. Let me get my other creature back. God fucking damn it. Okay. Okay. The good news is I have a free discard because this is flashback. I think I have to discard. This is a freebie. I'm going to discard one of my 5 mana spells because I technically don't have the land to cast it right now, but it's going to be sad if I draw it. I would really like the life gain from this. I'm going to see if my opponent has anything. They don't have anything. Good news, gang. Okay. We've stabilized, I dare say. Okay. That's not terrible for us. Not like upset. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty good. We got their 5th lands. We'll be able to play 2 cards next turn if we want to. Have 5th land online for the turn after for the Rhinoceros. The Hippopotamus, his rhymes are bottomless. I'm surprised they made that attack there. They had a free just chump block. That's strange. I feel like that's a missed input. It was a missed input! Free attack for me. I'm gonna play this. Yeah, he's definitely flooding. Let's go! Take that, Mr. 994 in the world. Shit on bad. I don't know why they attacked that one turn. I feel like that was a throw. I feel like they could have just, like, chump blocked. I mean, maybe they were just like, well, there isn't really a way out of this anyway, but... Let's go. Nice. Well, I'm on the draw. Most of my deck costs 2. I have a handful of 3 and 4 cost things and only 2 lands. But if I draw either a land or one of my many 2 mana spells, we can play something. So this is risky. I'm going to keep, and we just cross our fingers and pray. We drew quite possibly one of the worst cards we could have drawn. And then there's arguably the second worst card we could have drawn. I swear this game is rigged, man. Drawing the one of 2 5-mana spells in our deck instead of drawing literally anything else is crazy work. I swear. I'm going to assume that my opponent is missing blue. I think they're missing blue mana. All right, I've played these games before, okay? Against the red-blue deck. They have just a slurry of motherfucking burn spells. I'm just gonna run out the least important creature in my hand and just offer it. Hey, look at this juicy 3/3 that maybe you want to kill and use one of your valuable kill spells on, and then hopefully when I play these slightly more valuable creatures later, they won't just insta explode. Thoughts, questions, concerns? What that? Okay, they're missing blue. They just have nothing but red lands. This is good news for us at the current moment. At this present moment in time, we're doing okay. I'm gonna offer another sacrificial lamb, a creature that we don't really care if it dies. If they decide to go kill something this turn. That's fine, please whiff. Damn it, they hit that land. Fuck. Man. Alright, they found their second color, so that's a bummer. Because now they have access to a lot of spells. So my opponent's hand is now online, as we say. So the road just got tougher, I fear. And I have a feeling this guy's going to get exploded this turn. Or on my turn. Yep. Goodbye. Yep. Saw that coming. Ooh. I don't think it matters because they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They already have 7 mana. I could blow up one of those things, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Methinks it is inconsequential given how much they've already got at this point. So, yeah. I'm just gonna run this out, and it's probably gonna get exploded. Oh, I'm stupid. It just dies next turn. Oh, that was dumb of me. Or it just gets countered as well. Okay, well, yeah, sure. Yeah. Hopefully they don't have card draw, because they might just run out of gas if we're lucky. If we're lucky, they just run out of gas. You know what I'm saying? No más gasolina. God damn. Well, to make it big enough to not die at least, so that's good. Unfortunately, it means I can't follow up with any cards this turn. And it's gonna die anyway. Okay, well. Well. Ugh, and the problem is... I can't play anything with 2 power, which is my 2 creatures other than this... Well, all my creatures except for the Elefante, which I'm very far away from being able to cast. Because they all just die to this thing. They have 2 of them, because they deal 2 damage. I can't play anything with 2 toughness, because they will insta-die. And, okay, yep, that guy's dead now too. We're basically trying to run them out of removal. I need this motherfucker to run out of cards already, bro. Sir, I need you to run out of cards. This is insanity, bro. Do these blue-red players just draft nothing but removal? I haven't seen a single fucking creature from this guy. Alright, well. Do I just run this out? So I have two choices. I could play this guy and then make it a 3/3, and then he has to either have something that's big enough to kill it outright, or he has to double spell. I think I'm gonna do that. Doesn't feel great, but I think this, in theory, like, puts him in a weird spot. Now, he might just have a spell that just straight up kills this thing and doesn't have to burn both of those in his graveyard, but if he has to use both of these, then I'm actually not too mad. Okay, it looks like that's what he's doing. Okay, so now after this exchange, she's gonna have one card in hand. Okay, so we lost a creature. That's fine. And then now we drew a 5th land, so now we can do this. And we can actually get a creature back. Which I think in this case... I actually don't know which one I want. I think the ink rate is slightly better value. It's close though. They're both good. All right. All right, my opponent whiffed. So we're kind of cooking. We're kind of in business, chat. Now we can do this. We can give this thing double strike, attack for 10 this turn, also get a token. Put my opponent to 4. And they're dead on board, so if they have to, like, pull something out of their butt this turn. That's not going to do it. You can kill 2 things this turn, but... yeah. Okay. Oh, I just drew SGG. Yippee! We weathered the storm. That was nuts. That was actually insane. My opponent just had mono removal. Like, there wasn't a creature. They didn't play a creature. They went card draw, removal. This got binned, so they didn't get to play it. Counter spell. Removal, and they did each of these twice, so it was really removal. Holy shit, that was obnoxious to play against. Oh my god, that was horrible to play against. But we found the path to victory. Just had to run them out of removal. Your head is blocking the enemy's card text, but whatever. Oh, my bad. I mean, basically, they just played all the removal in the world. They just said, you don't get to have anything. And maybe I'll be a little less obstructing the screen. My bad, I forgot. I forgot. Hello, KB. Dude, I swear, man. I swear this game is trolling me. It's giving me 2 lands, which is great, but only 1 2-drop, and it's put both of my most expensive cards in my opening hand. So if I keep this hand, really only this card is playable. And I have to hope that I draw a land to even play this card next. And these will be dead in my hand. So I think I'm better off mulliganing, but mulliganing always sucks. Because, yep, fuck my Chungus life. Now I only have one land. So I have to put 2 away. Well, I'm just gonna bottom those, I guess. Yes, officer, I'd like to report a robbery. And now we need to draw a black mana to be able to play this card, so it's tough. That's tough. Please don't kill my guy. I don't think there's anything in blue-green that can kill it, at least. Swamp off the top would be huge. That's not playable. Yippee! Yep, you're seeing that correctly, opponent. I'm missing a color. God. Just three draws in a row, cards that require black mana. You got it, bud. Yeah, mulliganing when you're on the play especially is bad. Man, I hate losing games like this where you just get screwed by mana. That's like the worst. What is that? Flash, flying, vigilance, creature enters prepared. Okay. I think my thing is dying. Yep. Yep. It's cooked. GG. Man. Feels bad. The Shuffler was definitely our enemy today, that's for sure. The Shuffler was our biggest op. Yep. So, I can live a turn, but it's not great. And even if I live this turn, I don't really think much changes, I fear. Alright, so make this nerd bigger. So I can kill this, I can chump block this. I only take 4, and I go to 4 life, which is not ideal. Oh wait, is this instant speed? Fuck my Chungus life, it's instant speed. I was assuming that was sorcery speed. Well, so he gets to save that guy, so I don't even get to kill it. Cool. He likes the card on top. Oh, you're so late to the party, it's not even funny. You're just the worst. Well. Okay, make a dude. Get a card. That's not helpful. Do I offer the trade here? So I'm chump blocking with my 1/1. Next turn. Okay, so if I attack, they can just double block. I can kill the flyer, which would be great. But then chump block there, kill that. They kept whatever was on top. If I don't attack here, I can block here, I can block here, I can play my other card. I'm gonna see if they decide to block. I don't think they will. I don't think there's any reason for them to. But they might. Okay. Oh. No, I can't return that to my hands because I need to be able to play this as a blocker. Probably dead this turn. If they have any removal, anything, we're in danger. And there's drawing cards. Yeah, don't like to see that. Oh, please hold that guy back. Please hold one creature back. Fuck. So I do have to just, like, throw away one of my cards. Well, I mean, all my creatures are dying this turn, unfortunately. All my cards are dying this turn. There's nothing we can do about that. Yeah. It's cooked. Yep, you got it. The mana screw, frick. Bummer. Pain. Well, 3 wins that game at least. 3 wins, 3 losses. We take those. Could have been better, but it's better than our first one where we didn't win any games. So, improvement, I would say. Yeah, crazy. Well, that's a bummer. I was feeling pretty confident in that deck, but from what that felt like, I feel like this set has so much removal and so many really good value creatures that it feels like trying to play like a really fast aggressive deck is like risky. I mean, they're always usually kind of almost glass cannon builds, but I think especially in this format, it feels like my prediction is that like I think the mid-range kind of grindy decks are definitely the superior ones because with the little aggro decks, you run out of cards really fast. There's a lot of card draw in this set, and a lot of removal, and a lot of really good value creatures. So it's kind of easy to stop someone from running over you, I feel like. Now, this may have been different if, you know, maybe, you know, if my deck had more interaction, like more removal spells, it may have been better. Like, I don't think we had too much removal. We had, like, I don't even remember, like 4 removal spells, and they were kind of mediocre. So I'm not sure. But yeah, I feel like the mid-range decks are where it's at. I mean, I find mid-range more fun as well. I definitely thought like we would be able to do more stuff with that deck with like triggering the repartee, but like there's just so much removal. Like everything just dies. Like you pretty much just, I was just like playing things. I'm like, I think this is going to die this turn. And then it would die. And then I'd play something and be like, I think this is going to die. And then it would die. So it's like, you can't really set up, like the repartee feels like you need sort of a critical mass of creatures to get value out of it. And because I had a couple of effects in there too that were like, you know, put +1/+1 counters on every creature you control. And normally that's great. Normally that kind of effect where you can just like buff your whole entire team just usually wins you the game. But every time I had those, I just did not have, I had like 0 to like 1 creature in play. So it was like this spell loses significant value when I only have like 1 or 2 creatures, you know? You need like critical mass, and all my creatures were just dying or getting like outscaled really fast. So yeah, I think you just gotta go like big. I think you gotta go big creature plus removal basically is the play for the set. Which, to be fair, is nice because historically, like, a lot of the recent sets have just been, like, very favorable to just playing, like, low-to-the-ground aggro decks that go really fast. Like, several of the previous limited sets, like, metas were just, like, just play super fast 2-drop deck. They don't even have to be good cards. They just play things that cost 1 and 2 mana, and you'll just run over your opponent. This one feels like the opposite, which is good in the sense that it's different than what they've done in the past, so... yeah. Good to know. Good to know. Well, that's all I'm going to do for today. But thank you guys for coming. Tarkir, yeah. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed the magic lesson. We got our butt kicked today, but it's okay. That was kind of a good glimpse into the format. So, you know, we'll only get stronger from here. Can only get stronger. Yeah. Alright, gang. I'm getting out of here. Yeah, new set beats. Yep, just gotta get a handle on the new set. You know, is what it is. But yeah, if you guys are a member, don't forget that we have some members games coming up this weekend. Put 2 waiting rooms up, one for tomorrow and one for the next day. We're gonna play Fast Penguin, which is free to play on console and PC. So you can come join, and it's a fun little, just easy, cheesy, downhill racing game. You're just a penguin, and you run downhill. So come hang out with us and play some games if you want, or just watch, either or. But the waiting rooms are up, so you can check your local time. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for Fast Penguin. Yippee! Fuyamalu, thanks for the super chat. Ryotsu, thanks for the stream. I had a blast. I'm looking forward to the next one. Thank you for coming and watching. Thank you. Arigato. Alright, gang. Have a great rest of your night. And members, I'll see you tomorrow for members games. Yippee. Okay, love you, bye. Yeah, Newt. Yeah. And it's also crossplay, so you don't have to have it on PC. If you've got like a console or something, you can get it on console and join the lobby still. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright, gang. See you guys tomorrow. Okay, love you. Bye. Adios, amigos. That's see you later, friends.